All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss with a Monday Crisis Point video for you. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. Had a very good day with you all yesterday doing the live stream at 7:15 when all the games were over. We went over everything, all the games. I took questions, went over all the injuries, and also during the course of the day yesterday, updating on all of the injuries that took place during the actual games as well. But today, the crisis point, we're talking about Dameon Pierce. All right, Dameon Pierce, the summer training camp darling, saw his ADP shot up almost overnight when it became apparent that he was going to take the starting running back job, or at least so we thought, with the Houston Texans this season. There wasn't a lot of competition in front of him. Marlon Mack, Rex Burkhead, aging veteran backs who had seen better days. So certainly with Pierce playing well in the preseason, it looked like the job was going to be his, and he was literally going to run with it and be an impact player in fantasy football. As a result, Pierce's ADP was jumping from not even being drafted when training camp started all the way up to as high as the 6th round, with the expectations again that he was going to get the majority of the carries. Now, one thing I said, and I did point out how I liked Pierce as a player coming out of Florida, very explosive player, good runner, good cutback runner, has good speed, can take it to the house when he gets in daylight. The one caveat I did have, though, is Rex Burkhead taking passing down work, and also the fact that Pierce was only a part-time player in Florida. So physically, he was not built up to be a bell cow runner or anything close to that at the NFL level, especially. Well, yesterday's game against the Indianapolis Colts, we are definitely already in a crisis point with Dameon Pierce. Not only did Rex Burkhead get 14 carries to Pierce's 11, but Burkhead played 71% of the snaps to Pierce's 29%. Let that number sink into you. 71% for Burkhead, 29% for Pierce. So Burkhead was on the field constantly. Pierce was really just a bit player. In terms of the numbers, Burkhead, 14 carries for 40 yards, only 2.9 a carry, was not impressive. But the key, again, especially in PPR leagues, is the passing game. Pierce, not involved. Burkhead, 5 catches for 30 yards. And since the Texans are going to trail in a lot of games this season, probably the majority of their games in the second half, Burkhead is going to be out there in the hurry-up catching dump-off passes. Now, as far as Dameon Pierce, Pierce got only 11 carries, 33 yards, 3 per pop, so just barely a smidge better than Burkhead. And Pierce only wound up catching 1 pass for 6 yards. So 71% snap count for Rex Burkhead, 29% for Dameon Pierce. Pierce not involved in the passing game. And Burkhead certainly very involved in the passing game and will be on the field when the Texans trail. So all of a sudden, just like that, Dameon Pierce looks like a very shaky, even flex player. Unless Pierce falls into the end zone and collects a touchdown, he's not even a flex player at this point. That's how drastic this is now in terms of how things have changed, which is one game in the books. Burkhead, on the other hand, in PPR leagues, is very much a flex play, because he's going to catch 4 to 5 passes on a weekly basis, and he's also going to contribute a decent amount of rushing yardage as well compared to Pierce. So overall, next week, if you do own Pierce, if you want to stick him in the flex for another week to see if this changes, I'm fine with that. But expecting anything more than flex production from Dameon Pierce certainly is not something that I would be willing to do. And again, it just goes to show you, chasing rookie running backs is almost a fruitless endeavor. It's very rarely successful, even in a wide open opportunity on paper, like we saw with the Texans here in Dameon Pierce. Immediately, I'm not saying it's a sunken cost, and I think Pierce will get traction as the year goes on. And also, let's face it, Rex Burkhead has a very difficult time staying healthy. So long term, I think Pierce is going to be okay, but short term, when his owners need him the most to get off to a good start and not fall behind their leagues, it's not looking so great. All right, again, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. More Crisis Point videos coming soon, so stay tuned.